Another one of the difficulties it is to explain to people is that in that one flash instant all that time ago, it was everything, all the new discoveries that I say, all the things that people talk about, everything that comes up in the news, everything that's going to be said, everything that's going to be done has happened. And I'm trying to explain how we can actually make certain things happen. And there's only certain physical ways that you can do it. But it comes by understanding the spiritual background. And I'm trying to truly explain all spiritual backgrounds, all religions. Nothing wrong with them. But everything is wrong with them because they're not right. Nothing is right. Everything that we could possibly do, we've done, and we're doing one of them now. And we're experiencing through it in a lifetime. But life is infinite and time is finite. So the word lifetime makes no sense because it's an oxymoron. Life is infinite and time is finite. So lifetime is the biggest oxymoron there is. You have no lifetime. You have time in life. So that's what you're really doing. So what I'm trying to explain to everybody is something that I've already gone through as so many people that they've heard of, as so many people that they've been, and as so many people they have no idea about yet because they haven't fallen into this time place because those dates haven't shown up and those digits and names of people haven't shown up. Everything that has to do with people goes into their social security number, their ID numbers and all that kind of stuff until they wake up, and then they really don't mean anything. You just use those to see where you're at and what you can do at that point to change it and help it by telling people how it works. And people don't listen because they think they they think they truly understand letters and numbers, and it's understandable why they think that. But when you show them it's different, they go, "Wow, that's interesting. I never noticed that. But I learned this and I can't forget that. So that's cool. And I didn't notice that there was more to it, but I guess so what? I don't want to learn more. I'm already this old. So I was told that I graduated and I don't have to learn anymore. So, there you go. That's the kind of ignorance. It's truly ignoring what's true because they don't want to go through the effort of learning it. It's hard to learn. I understand that. But this is the only thing you need to learn. And then everything for every life you'll ever have, every lifetime you'll ever have, every time in life, you will actually understand what you're doing. You won't lose it once you get it. Even as a human being, you can take it with you. You can decide to lose it again. You can be like, you know, it was fun going through there. What if I did have all the answers before I started? Maybe I wouldn't want that. And you can choose not to. I've done that. But it seems out of time because I've only done that after Dan Alexander, who I am currently right now, found out. And then I could do all those other lives while I was Dan, and he could experience them in detail. And I, as Dan, have experienced them in detail, and that's the reality I live on Earth. And I'm trying to say things to people, and all they'll ever see is Dan. And it really bugs me because I'm around my parents and around those few people so often that that's the only role I get to play unless I'm by myself. And everyone understands that because they're always by themselves playing different roles according to who they're around. And if you stop doing that and always being who you are all the time, people don't know how to handle that. Until you stop being around people who see themselves as people and let them be people, as in a group of beings who are here together. And once we're a group of beings who are here together, called people, and not just people who are out for themselves, because we can't be a group of people if everyone's out for themselves, and we're in this competition world where everybody's trying to be the best or trying to be the richest, and you can't be the best or richest unless somebody's the poorest and worst. And once you get out of that whole spectrum of thinking, you can't go back to it. And you can't lose and you can't win. And that's fine. But people are like, I gotta win. I gotta feel important. I gotta feel special. You are. Whether you feel it or not, you are. And once you get that, it doesn't matter to feel special. It doesn't matter to feel happy. You just are those. And you're honest in the moment. It means when great things happen, you feel great about them. Woo! But you don't hold on to them too much. And when shitty things happen, you go, God, this sucks so bad. And then you let it go and you move on. Because the next day isn't that shitty moment or isn't that great moment. It's whatever it is. And you can start making it something if you make the right steps. And with the right information, you can. You can be in the right formation that you choose to be in. Instead of being curled up in the ball or bent over for somebody to kiss their feet. And it's just no more of that is necessary. I won't go back to it. And maybe I'll sit and live a simple life this time. I've done that before, but it won't be simple at all because I have 6 children that I love so much in a world full of people that I love very much. And I want them to understand who they are so they can be truly free. This is the first time in any lifetime, the true meaning of the word lifetime, the time of life to this point in time, has not been a chance to be this free. And now that it's here, nobody has even received it. Not even 1 or 2 people. And the people who have get into it and understand it and go, wow, that's cool. I'm trying to get it, but then they're still forced to be around other children and other teachers and other whatever. And my son, who's only 17, has now got to the point where he can choose to break away from the world and do difficult things, but his mom and their side of the family has the beliefs of, they had a family who owned a business, and now one's an insurance person, and other people, work for medical stuff, and it's just this. And then there's church involved, and religions involved, and Mormonism involved, and drug, all the old stuff that they've done, and they haven't let go of it enough. It's just this baggage draped over them, and they'll just carry it around as a cloud and look, so they can look back on it and say, back in my life as this person, it's what made me be this way. And once you can let go of that, you are so free. Freer than you've ever felt. You don't even know what to do with yourself. And it's grand. But at the same time, you don't feel grand when you get around other people that go, well, what are you doing whenever your time? What are you doing with yourself? I'm trying to help people. Well, what if people don't want help? There's nothing else for me to do now. So until people get the help that they're actually in need of, I'm here to watch them make goofballs of themselves. And it's a really hard thing to deal with at times. And other times I just can't do anything but laugh, and I just want to laugh, and I feel bad for laughing. And then I feel bad for getting angry. Because I'm still in a personal body, coming from personal spaces where I can quiet my mind, but I don't want to spend my time being a spiritual master who quiets his mind, is at one with the divine at all times, because that makes me seem like an odd weirdo to everybody in America. And unfortunately, I'm plopped in America, and I love it. But at the same time, I hate the idea of the word America and who we are. Trying to stand up for what? Business suits and ties? A flag means nothing. If you don't care about the people in it, the flag means nothing. Burn a flag and you get, penalized for it. But not give a shit about anybody but yourself. We will commend you. Go out and sell garbage on Amazon. Go sell the nicest coffee cups. Go make dresses for dolls and make plastic gadgets and gadgets and all this stuff that means nothing. Go down the street and buy poison foods and fireworks and everything you can shake a stick at that you don't need. And then tell people who want to help the earth cure itself that they're stupid. Because that'll never happen. People will never be that way. We'll be one of the people who does, and it'll encourage the next person who thinks they're one of the people to do it too. And the next thing you know, it's like a domino effect, and the world can change. In fact, it will. It might be your lifetime, or it might be the next person you are that gets to experience it, because now it's here in the real world that lives in space and time in a physical being body, and it can happen. It is happening. They know about the big awakening, and they talk about it, but the people who are saying it are still caught on one of their tangent ideas of a religion or a spiritual path, of somebody or something. But what can you do but love them for it and keep trying? Because they're all blessed. You just have to want to accept the blessing. Until next time, peace.